Hello everyone, welcome back. As promised in the last video, or threatened, depending on your point of view about Magic videos, I suppose. I'm back with more Magic the Gathering, playing Avatar the Last Airbender on Arena, my second draft. Let's try to beat 50% this time. These lands are all pretty good. I don't know if I would first pick one. What else do I have? The Haiku? Solid. Zhao is fine, I think. I think Sold Out is just very good. 4 mana. I mean, removal spells are premium in every limited format ever printed, basically. This is like a really late game thing. Like 5 mana, make a 1/1. Yeah, it's something, but I want to take one of these too. I could also even imagine Fire Nation Cadets, like it's a powerful card in a way, but I think I'm just gonna grab some removal. Like in some sense, Zhao is less color committal, but it's 2 pips. I don't know, and I think they're both good cards. I couldn't tell you which one's better. Sozin's Comet, not good. For limited. I mean, I assume it's a payoff for some constructed, like, burn them in the face for 1,000,000. Momo is very, like, it does a lot. I mean, they've printed some good 1-mana creatures in the last few years. Grand's also good, but I'll just grab Momo here. Stay flexible, see where we wind up. North Pole Patrol is whatever. Catgator, the mono black payoff, or one of the... There might be more than one, but that's one of them. I think this Warriors thing is fine. I don't really want any of this, to be honest. Okay, I'll take the Warriors thing then. I mean, War Balloon seems playable. It's a 3-mana, 4/3 flyer, sort of. As long as you have some mana to spare, which firebending decks will, and red will probably be doing that. But I think... I don't know. I'll take the uncommon, actually. I think that's uncommon. As I've said before, I have a lot of trouble reading the colors of these tiny, tiny icons that the set symbols are. Well, I mean, Gran is good, but I think we could basically take Sold Out or Zhao, or I suppose we could take the land. I'll take another Sold Out. I guess it'll be nice to find out whether that's actually a good card by running several of them. Okay, Cruel Administrator. Yeah, okay, 5 mana, but it does a lot. Yeah, sure. I mean, we've seen a number of red-black cards go by. That seems like an open-ish color. Buzzard Wasp Colony is a payoff for the sacrifice stuff. The shrines suck. Disciple is okay, but doesn't look especially good. I'm going to take Buzzard Wasp Colony in case we end up in black-white or we get more sacrifice stuff in red-black. I don't know. I've heard black-white isn't all that good. There's a barrels, actually. Yeah, okay, sure. Removal that's also color fixing. Appa. I mean, aren't all these Appas good? This one just seems okay, actually. Fire Nation Cadets. Yeah, so we can maybe start moving towards red-black. Fire Nation, I mean, a one mana 1/2 with Firebending 2 is crazy if you can actually, like, do that. Zuko's Conviction is fine. Court Official would be more for the red or the black-white deck. But it's still playable, but we could also just take this guy. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be convictioning. I want to be punching them in the face until they die, I think. More Fire Nation cadets. What's a Fire Nation Raider? Yeah, no thanks. Give me 1-drops. Okay, so red looks open. Black, it's a little bit less clear. Yeah, actually, let's leave this in. We might not be... Like, I took 2 sold outs. And the Cruel Administrator is not a clear signal. Grab a 2-drop. I don't think Zuko's Exile is good. That's what I've heard. 5 mana to exile something, and then they get to draw a card. I mean, they get a clue, which could be better than drawing a card, depending on their deck. I'll just grab a mediocre 2-drop. I mean, mediocre is generous. It's a bad 2-drop. So red, blue, and red, white, and red, black, I guess all seem plausible. We have seen some blue going around, but I'm going to grab a red, white land because my cards are much more aggressively slanted and less, you know, red-blue oriented. Not that red-blue is a defensive deck, but I don't think I would be running Quench, right? I want to be tapping out to play my creatures. More archers? I mean, sure. I don't think I want Oasis. So what are the lands in this format are the ones that, right, you pay 4, tap, and sack to draw. Okay. Nice art. I like this mountain. This pass. It calls itself a peak, but it looks more like a kind of bridge to me. Well, we could take a red-black land. Airbender Ascension seems quite powerful. Yeah, I mean, Deadly Precision's decent. I think I'm doing okay for big creatures. I don't need another one of these. So the red-black land, Airbender Ascension, or Deadly Precision seem like the reasonable picks to me. I don't think I'm really doing Airbender Ascension, even if I wind up in white. Like, it's a powerful effect, but it's not really what this deck is trying to do. And I don't necessarily have stuff that wants to be... Oops. I ran out of time and hadn't selected anything. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, Twin Blades. I think this might be great. This might be Embercleave. Except it's free. Yeah, I really wish I had that red-black land. Oh well. I don't want Azula, I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't have the fixing for it yet. Yeah, just more cadets. Do I have any lessons yet? No. So these don't have firebending until I get lessons. But we'll find some. I mean, the set is full of them. 1 mana, yeah, steal something. Boomy Bash. No. No, this is all terrible? Alright. Well, I guess I'll just take Brainwashing as a finisher kind of thing. Mono red? What's the red payoff? The mono red payoff. There's like a 3-mana instant that finds the top non-land card of your deck and either puts it in your hand or lets you cast it for free if you control enough mountains, basically. So that could be something. Azula always lies. So this is a lesson and a pretty decent trick. I think it's worth picking up. 3 mana. Actually, I don't really have anything on 3, and the 3 mana for 2 bodies, one of which has haste. Kind of great. But this is actually something to do with my firebending mana. Okay, I love this. What are you? Yeah. Seems alright, but nothing special. Having a 4-mana thing that pays me off for having a bunch of 1s is nice, I think. Okay, now we get the Azula Always Lies. Oh, I already got one. I get another? I don't think I really care about a Mongoose Lizard. So we are running red creatures and black removal spells is the joke today? Sold out as it's an instant, okay. I assume this is sold out as in, like, snitched on to the cops, not as in, like, I couldn't make it into the theater, there were too many people there. Azula Always Lies again. I mean, I think this is good. I'm going to keep taking it. Although, Abandoned Attachments, I think I'd like to have this as a lesson that I can actually get into the graveyard more proactively. Oh, I got the red-black land anyway. Okay, well, that's something. I wish I could take that and Abandon Attachments instead of having this. Like, why did it think this is the card I wanted? I couldn't tell you. But, you know, my fault for not picking something before time, of course. More cadets? I don't think you can have too many cadets. Whereas you can have too many cavalry. And I have 1, plus another 5 and a 4. It would be nice to make sure I can always play Fire Nation cadets on 1, that's for sure. Obviously 4 isn't enough to guarantee it, but it does make it likely. Oh, okay. Mongoose Lizard. I don't want to... There's no reason I should even consider playing green, right? Right, okay. Mongoose Lizard is totally fine. Oh, Disciple's nice. Let's try not to get just a random card this time. Well, Lightning Strike is good. Epic Downfall. 2 mana, exile a big thing. I mean, I would love that. Don't get me wrong. But Lightning Strike is red and an instant. Which are important characteristics to have in this deck, I think. June. I don't think I will be able to activate June very often. Secret Tunnel? It's so much mana. Combustion Man, some nice top end, I think. Maybe. I think that's better than another Sold Out. So destroy target permanent unless its controller has chooses to take 4 damage, basically. Yeah, June is a better card than Combustion Man, that's for sure. But I'm not going to be able to activate its abilities very often. Redirect lightning, probably not. Another 5. I mean, this is a good 5. I don't think I'm a redirect lightning kind of guy. I don't really need another 5 either. I have, what, 4 of them? That's 3 plus the lizard. I think it's just more cadets. I'll play 5. If they're horrible, this will be a good way to find out, I suppose. Zula always lies again. No, let's just make sure I have more 2s. A lot of, my curve says I have a lot of 2s, but most of them are non-creatures. So let's make sure I can play creatures on 2. Another June. Oh my, that looks nice. The Cave of Two Lovers. 4 mana for 2/1/1. That's kind of a slow card, I think. Daily Indoctrination, more of a controlling card. I'm quite happy with my. Great thing to spend firebending mana on. Borcupine. I don't think any of this is very good. Well, I don't have a lot of 3s. Let's just take the pig. The boar? Boar. It's not a pig. A million earthbending. I mean, a firebending. I just don't know what I would run that for. I'm not really activating hog effects. Judy is not for me. Yeah. I didn't even look at this. Oh, that's because this is my pick 8. Make a food. I'm not playing 2 of these, so make a food, combat. You can give them a permanent. No. The lion turtle. 3 mana, 3/6 vigilance for each, gain 3, but you can't attack or block unless there are lessons in your yard, and it's a mana dork. Well, we ended up with plenty of Deserter's Disciples, that's for sure. Plenty of Azula Always Lies and Yuyan Archers. A million Fire Nation cadets. Huh. Okay. Oh, another mongoose after all. Like it or not. I don't think I need the jelly. I wound up with plenty of removal. Jet's brainwashing. Let's see, it always comes with a clue. Oh, hello. It always stops a creature from blocking, but if you kick it, you get to take the creature and attack with it. So, I mean, I don't think it's bad. The clue is a good outlet for firebending mana, which is like why this is a little bit better than the typical 1 mana something can't block spell, right? The clue is a real reward. You could, if you have enough firebending, you could imagine this is like 1 mana, target creature can't block this turn, draw a card. That would be a pretty decent card for an aggro deck, I think. Yeah, 5 Fire Nation cadets, huh? So, I mean, I could just cut all the black and run mono red. But since my best removal is black, And it's not that hard to splash for. I don't think I should do that. Plus, this combat trick is nice, and it's like my only lesson. What do I have that cares about lessons again? It's basically the Fire Nation cadets. So, yeah, lessons are... Oh, I have this as another lesson. Lessons are quite important to have a few of. These Yuyan archers versus deserters, disciples. Which do I like more? I mean... There are some 1-power ally tokens out there, but I think I still prefer the Yuyan archers because I want to be attacking, and these attack for more damage, and also the looting seems more important than having this like unblockable effect. Yeah, that's very top heavy. I have no idea which of these cards are best. I think I do like this. Like, it's nice to have something on 4, and I have a ton of 1-drops, so giving them extra power is nice, right? I mean, clearly I'm supposed to cut some of this, but what? Probably the cavalry is least good? I'm not sure about that. And I should still be willing to cut a creature or so. Like some of these disciples, maybe. This is 12 early game creatures. We can probably cut like a swamp as well. And then we just have to get rid of some of this stuff. I gotta say, Jet's Brainwashing looks the weakest of these cards. I'm not sure, but it looks like it. And maybe... Maybe give up a Borcupine. Yes, I'd like to have 3 mana plays, but I'll just play my second Fire Nation Cadets and a 2-drop. I have so many of them. Or I'll... you know, get my lesson into the graveyard or something like that. Okay. Well, the deck sort of has a plan, and the plan is play Fire Nation Cadets. Do what with all that mana? Well, I guess pump the Cadets, because I didn't get all that many actual instants and sorceries to play during combat, did I? Yeah, that's a problem. Well, that's the deck. We did it. Fire Nation Cadets into Azula, kill their creature, pump my Fire Nation Cadets. Or, you know, maybe I just develop Deserter first. Because if they don't play something with exactly 1 toughness, then Azula Always Lies is not going to be a great proactive play. I don't know what land to pitch, actually. Probably Swamp? But am I going to want this tap land? I think it'll be okay. And someday... I don't know. I think I just don't want to have tapped mana, and I hope I never have to spend 5 mana drawing a card. So they had something they could do, but they declined. All my creatures are too shitty for them to kill. Maybe. This is a 2/3. So Azul Always Lies gets that no matter how they block. I don't get to Firebend, but that's okay. Maybe I attacked. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Azula Always Lies. So this becomes a 1/2, and I'm a 2/3. Interesting. It gives the firebending animation if the creature has firebending when it deals damage, even if it didn't produce mana during the firebending trigger. Just an animation quirk. Not actually important, of course. Oof. Oh, they're killing the 3/1? What? That's crazy. Oh, this isn't counters. This is +1/+0 till end of turn. I somehow got this confused with... There's something else that can put counters on itself for, I think, 3 mana. But it's actually kind of nice because I can make it unblockable with these guys. Yeah, okay. I mean, hit me, I guess. I can make it unblockable and then pump it. So they're threatening to hit me for 9 here, which is a little scary. I assume that they play creature and crew up with that creature and swing with this as well. But combustion, I mean, so I can hit them for 7 easily. I think I want to get the administrator out, right? What are you going to do to me? Kill something before firebending? What is this? Is there some untapped freaking green? Oh, the instant speed punch. That makes sense, right? Okay. Well, still getting in a chunk of damage. And I still think it's probably right to play the 6/5 as opposed, right? I mean, the 6/5, well, the 4/6 does a great job of blocking the drill. And also threatens to kill it. Right? But this can attack and still leave back a blocker. Yeah, I think I actually want that. I don't know. Okay, it's a race. And they don't really threaten to kill me with just the drill. I should have attacked first, I guess. Like, if they played a creature that put a counter on when it entered, I'd be in trouble. Okay. You have some way to do 2 damage? You got me in that case. I'm not blocking here, I don't think. Am I? Like, I could just cancel this out, but I don't have a clear path to winning after that. Yeah, okay, hit me. The way they're playing, like, they must have a way to finish me, I guess, but I don't know if I should give them that much credit necessarily. Yeah, they do. They have +2/+2. Oh, and untap, yeah. Well, so I was really in trouble there, no matter what. If I'd blocked, they'd just kill it and not lose the drill. Okay, well, I definitely could believe that I played that wrong. Not necessarily just on the final turn, but you know, there are plenty of sequencing decisions, I'm sure. I guess the fact that they had... Yeah, killing the 3-1 with the drill was obviously correct, because a 3-1 can just block the drill. Whereas the firebending cadet doesn't have... I was thinking it was the one that puts counters on itself, making it much more of a threat. Okay, I actually don't have a cadet, but I have a lot of 2s. It's cadets. We don't lightning strike this yet, surely. I think in this deck you should really strive to play lightning strike for 0. Hey, at least it's not a lesson. I should have let them attack. I think they could have attacked here, and it's a little uncomfortable for me whether to block or not, you know? Well, this is the most mana-efficient play. Azula Always Lies kills the 3-1, which is nice, but I don't think that's the most important thing. Sold Out seems pretty bad against them. 4 mana to remove a piece of garbage. Actually, no, I can kill that with Azula Always Lies. We'll let this get me. Power 3 or more? Oh my god. Okay. that case, I'll hang back, I guess. Plan to inflate this balloon with firebending, of course. Okay. So I could blow up the balloon. Could just lightning strike this, I guess, actually. Yeah. Well, very passive red-black deck. Me, not them. I mean, I'm kind of having to sit back here defensively. Combustion, man. Rude. That's a scary card. 6 toughness is so much. Alright, well, I guess we'll inflate this. And may as well kill their thing, I guess. You and the flyer? Great. Maybe I should have just held on to that and, like, spend 5 mana cracking my land. Probably should have. I mean, obviously double blocking Combustion Man. Really? What? I guess it's something to spend your firebending mana on, and it's a lesson. Okay, I see. Do I have one of those in my deck? In my sideboard? I don't. Yeah, that resolves. I'm afraid I will have to take 4 damage. In case they can kill the 2/2, this way I still get to kill the Combustion Man. If they can kill the vehicle, I'm toast. But, I don't know. There is a shock in the format, although I guess it has kicker 4 to deal 5 damage, so... Their creature gets Menace, and all their creatures get +2/+0. So they're still just killing... Huh, okay, weird. I mean, this board state is not so bad for me, right? I have a 2/2, they have a 1/1. They have a card, but my land draws a card. It's a Porcupine. Why didn't you play that pre-combat? I guess they needed more mana, or wanted the option to have more mana. But this you could have had a counter on it. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is a bad card, but they're making it work. And it doesn't look like it would be a good card in this kind of deck either. That's the funny thing. Yeah, I guess I'll just trade here. You can kill Mai if you want. Double strike just in case I did the math wrong somehow. Make it unblockable. Okay. I'm glad they played their land, so I don't have to worry about them pumping this with a counter. No! Punished for playing my lands! I actually think I should hang on to this for a minute, because the 3-1 doesn't really do anything on this board anyway, and when I get a land, I would really like to discard it. And I'm losing the race, so I'm not attacking here. What is giving them such a quandary, I wonder? My graveyard? They're looking through my graveyard. Do they have that... There's like a blue-black hybrid cost card that reanimates stuff from your opponent, from any graveyard. But it's like triple blue-black, which you wouldn't think they'd be running in this. Because that's effectively triple black. Okay. Now we might be cooking. I'll attack. What's in this set? Who cares about graveyards anyway? Messenger Hawk. Oof. Well, I have a 3-1 reach. Yeah, Hama the Bloodbender is the card I was thinking of. Yeah, have your clue. That's fine. I can't think of anything else they wouldn't have just played. When you sacrifice another permanent. They must have drawn this off the clue where they would have played it first. Yeah. Ooh. So I can't play this and play a combat trick. But I definitely... Well, do I want the raid trigger? Maybe I don't care. But I also don't really care if they trade anything for this 2-2, right? I'd love if they traded the Death Toucher or the Bird. And they can't trade the 1-1. So yeah, this is fine. Well, this is a little tempting, huh? Because now Azula Always Lies gets a counter, gives me a 3-3 and kills a 1-1. And they're tapped out, so I know there's no tricks. That is something. But I think it will remain good. And this way I get to spend Cruel Administrator mana right away. Okay, I'll just kill the flyer. Now, obviously they can trade their Death Toucher for this, but it leaves behind a 2-2 with Firebending 1. They're really flooding out over there, huh? 10 lands in the top 22. It's not an outrageous ratio, but it's definitely more lands than you would expect in that many cards. They keep looking at my graveyard. I didn't find anything that would care about the opponent's graveyard in these colors. Raven Eagle, but they would just play that. The card is bananas. What the hell was that? Foggy Swamp Visions. I see. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I don't have a plan to deal with that. I mean, I can double block it. Obviously, attacking is no good. Wow. This isn't the deck that's even supposed to play that. This is a black-white card. I guess I can multi-block this? Triple block it now, looks like? Yeah. Okay, I'm trading my whole board for this. They're definitely ahead now. But I can't let that hit me, and if I just chump, things just get worse. No need to pump here, huh? No point to counters. All right. Foggy Swamp Visions. Amazing. I could once again wait until I hit a land to play this. It's not very good on the board right now. Yeah, I think that's the play. Opponent continues to flood. All right, this is a nice hit. Oh, especially nice because they have a 1/1. Take that, loser. My opponent's card is a loser. I would never call my opponent a loser. I do sometimes call people idiot, but that's more of like a I don't really mean it kind of thing. Okay. Well, it seems like we've turned the corner here. What is this? Earthbend 4. 5/4 trample. Huh. What if I just attacked all? 5, 8, 10, 13 damage. So they have to block something. What happens if this is an additional combat, but only land creatures can attack? So that would not really do anything. Okay, I guess that's the play. Should have used Blasting Jelly before combat if you want. Oh, right, they don't have to block anything. Oh, I'm just dead! Well, no. They can block nothing, kill one of my creatures, and swing for 9. But I have. Azula always lies. Do they know how to undo the tap? Oh no, they might not know how to undo it. They meant to block. Okay, they do. Good, good, good. Yeah, I should have done that pre-combat, or pre-attackers. Actually... No, hang on. Yes, so now I can actually put a counter on this, and they do have to block something. I couldn't do that before, because they could just no blocks, and -1/-1 would wear off before their attacks. But now I can actually do this, and they have to block, because they're taking 10, 13, yes. They have to block something. What gets -1/-1? It doesn't really matter, I think. You. So if they had been less greedy and killed my 4/1, I actually was dead there. Because then they wouldn't have to block and they could just counter swing for 9, and that would be the end of it. Yeah. Only lands can attack, though, and it doesn't untap Boomy, just your lands. Okay, but I have a 5-power menace creature. These guys have been cracked, by the way. The efficient line, I guess, would be to attack with only the menace creatures, so that I don't have to give them time to block. That was a close game. I think I was losing for almost all of it. And then the land cycler I denigrated during the draft came to my rescue. Also to my rescue, though, these archers. Every single one of them pitched a land when I did not need lands. It was magnificent. I think I'm going to take out one of the 2/2s and put in another archer if I have another left. Get out of here. I don't. Okay, I'm running all the archers. I think... I mean, I might actually put in a brainwashing and take out cadets, because it turns out if you can't put counters on them, like I thought you could, they're not quite as good. And I would sort of like a porcupine, but yeah, I probably should. Let's take out a deserters for a porcupine as well. Sinicillus? This is fine. I'll find black eventually with abandoned attachments. No 1-drop, but playable. Also, a prowess creature and a non-creature spell. Match made in heaven. Opponent's mulled to 5, by the way, right? 4! Boy, I'm the only person I've ever seen be brave enough to go to 4. And win. That one I can find in my YouTube archives, because I remember I made it part of the title. Yeah, just run out the Jaded Edge. Lightning Strike? Yep. That's fine. Swamp Cycle. Okay, another red-black mirror. What do we do here? I mean, we run out a creature and we pitch... Well, I guess I could run out the vehicle. Yeah, because the archers actually crew this perfectly next turn. Sure. And then I'll have more information about what I need to discard. It's a swamp! I'm the luckiest little boy. So what do I pitch then? Abandon attach... Well, I want to play abandon attachments. So I guess abandon attachments pitching Azula Always Lies? I have a lot of those, why not? I really want to make sure I have 5 mana next turn. I could be greedy and pitch a land, but if I hit more lands, I can always pitch them at that time. Well, no, I can't. I don't have another way to pitch, but whatever. It's really important to be able to play a 5 mana spell next turn. If I pitched a land and kept a bunch of 5s and couldn't play anything next turn, it would be a disaster. Crew 3, right? Yeah. Might as well put that counter on. And we play Combustion Man because I can still use that to crew and therefore get to swing with both of these. Whereas this, I kind of have to choose. Do I play it pre-combat and crew with it, or post-combat and get the counter? Whereas if I wait till next turn, I can get the counter while still using it to crew. No, I can't. But I get the efficiency of Combustion Man now. Well, we beat a Moldifor. No great shakes. But it's not a loss, at least. CFT SOC. I don't know how I could interpret this as an anagram. Not anagram, acronym. Confusion for the short of change? Could be. Wouldn't it be amazing if I guessed it exactly right, though? Where are all my Fire Nation cadets? Did I cut one of those or just 2? There's only 3 in the deck, my deck tracker tells me. Okay. Well, a 3/1 reach is fine into this. And I'm probably pitching a 6? Yeah. Maybe I could have afforded to pitch a land and plan to do that again later. I don't know. So I could attack and try to Azula Always Lies, but I think I just attack and go to damage, and then if they have a trick, I see if Azula Always Lies saves me from it. I don't mind trading these 2 off. Sure. So it's going to become a 2/3, but I can make it back into a 1/2. Yeah, this is crushing. Unless they have another trick, you know, but that's life. Wait, did I miscount? Ah, it was a lesson as well. I see. But I did need to use the trick so that the creatures would still trade, because their guy became a 3/4. Okay. One mana? So they have like Yip Yip or something, or enter the Avatar state. Now I wish I'd kept the 6, of course. No quenches? No quenches. Wow. That is a surprising play. It's very short on tempo, right? Crazy. What's blue's 1 mana trick? I don't know. Like, attacking here doesn't do very much. It makes it harder for them to chump here, but they probably don't want to anyway. And having this back as a blocker punishes Katara for trying to attack, so I think we go for this. This forest, this island looks extremely green. The lands look very red. I'm not a fan of the art in this set. Not the land. The forests look red. Is that what I said, or did I say the lands look red? I think I said the lands look red. Oof. No. Okay. It's a lesson. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's not great. Actually, I didn't have to play that because I have firebending on this guy. Oh, this also firebends. I didn't see this. I was looking for this number and I didn't see it. But it's clearly there. Okay. Well, what do you got? We're sending in the squad here. Math is for blockers. I don't know what blocks they have. That's their job. Just letting me kill whichever one of these I want. I definitely want to kill Toph. I can't kill both. I can get this to 4, but where do I want the counter? Here? Oh no, I want it on this, right? Because these guys are doing 6 damage, which I can shrink to 5 and then make this tougher. So kill Toph, counter here. Oh, right, they still have the hexproof trick. That could be what they have. I see. Okay, but at least I get to kill Katara still. Because I put the counter here. But I shouldn't have played the land. Right, that's the blue 1 mana trick. I gotta remember that. They played it already this match. I should know, but I didn't. I had Boomerang Basics on my mind instead, even though I knew that was... I was like, they could have Boomerang Basics. That's not an instant. Don't worry about it. But what about Boomerang Basics? It's not an instant. Don't worry about it. And I couldn't remember the card they'd already played against me for some reason. So what if I just smash all here? That seems good. Like, Toph gets to eat a 2/2, but they have to lose a land, and I get a 2/2 back. I think that's fine. I lose a 3/1, but only because they chose to lose a land. So like that's a fine trade. Wonder why they haven't animated their Rumble Arena. That's the one you want to animate. Oh my god, that thing must be huge. It's big. Oh, I was just thinking. Give me a Jet's Brainwashing, please. 5/7 mana. This is 4 to steal something. How big would this be for me? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be still a 4/3. Ward 1. And I guess I'd draw a card if they... Oh, I should play this though, because let's see. So this is 4, 5. No, I guess I can crack the clue without having to play the land. Yeah. Don't you dare have it again. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess trade this for a decent creature and... Man, this sucks. Oh, but... No, yeah, If I done... Okay. This Toph is ruining my life. What I wouldn't give for one of those deserters. I get a card, by the way. Just make my firebenders unblockable. What are these colors, by the way? You disgust me. Six mana, 5/5, firebending 2. Their lessons have flat. No, non-lessons have flashback. Oh, lessons have better flashback. Great. Flashback 1? Like... Okay, I guess I'll quit. Now, what if I tried to steal Toph instead? They couldn't have used the trick on the Swarm. They'd have to use it on Toph. But the Swarm would still get bigger because there'd be another instant in their graveyard. It would have been a 5/3. It could have blocked my guy. Toph would like make them chump with a land. It wouldn't really matter. No, but they still would have protected Toph. They wouldn't have been chumped with a land. Yeah, didn't kill him quite fast enough. Well, I mean, I have a 2/3/4. I mean, I cut 1 or 2 Fire Nation cadets, and I've never seen another one since. I'm still running 3. Opponent molds to 5. Who are these people? I mean, obviously you should do this sometimes. I do it sometimes. It's just like kind of surprising that it's happening to me so often in this draft. People are usually reluctant to mold more than once. I mean, as you should be. But obviously you should do it sometimes. I assume they have a good reason. Mold to 4 I've literally never seen that I can recall, except that I did it once. Quench me? No, these I hate this. I hate these lands. They're pretty enough, but they just don't look like the color they are. This forest is blue. Anyway, yeah, I guess run this one out. Not getting quenched. That's good news. Also, I guess in that last game, you know, pitching my 6-drop instead of a land turned out to hurt. Where's Azula always lies? Not in my hand, it would seem. Happy to trade 3 1s. I mean, not happy. Theirs drew a card and mine didn't, but theirs also costs a little more. Oh, really? What do they have in mind for this? Guess we'll find out. I would have thought you'd be thrilled. They're going to get counters on this and they want... There's some reason they need a creature. They're going to punch something? No? Okay. They want to attack? They think they're the beatdown. Okay, sure, I guess. I only have 1 red mana. So I can't really... Oh, I shouldn't have played my swamp, that's for sure. Can't really abandon attachments because I wouldn't be able to play one of these other 2s. I was planning to play musicians, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe if I'd kept my land, I could have done something else. I mean, they clearly like earthbending. I can get a counter on my guy and kill off this 2/2 that lets them gain life. It's not amazing, but it lets me get in for 5. It's that or just develop a 2/5 and not attack with the Porcupine, which I hate. I mean, I guess I'm not even doing that great in the race. Okay, I guess I have to let them keep this for a bit. The 2/5 is a great blocker here. They're probably going to kill it. But I guess maybe they'll just be excited to earthbend again. And who could blame them? Earthbending would be cool if I had this card. They're looking at my 2/5. How dare you? Whoa! Okay. Well, not bad. 4 mana and 2 cards to kill my 2 cards. Sure. Well. I don't think I'm racing here. Holding this back to block their mountain is better than attacking with it. And soon it could even like deal with the bird. I guess I could have tried to do that at instant speed, but you never know what they might have. I guess in red-green, they're not going to stop me. I should have waited. Because it threatens more things that they should be afraid of, right? They can't make this attack quite so comfortably. If I still have 4 mana up. Don't even have a lesson in my yard, so this can't firebend me into abandoned attachments. Red mana for abandoned attachments. I guess we pass. Target creature. I could try to trick them into attacking with the 3/1 into the 3/3. That's an interesting play. They're already on 5 mana. What do they desperately want a 6th for? In my end step, when they didn't play a land. It's very strange. I guess maybe they don't want to spend this mana. They wanted their 5th for something? Badly? Okay. Not the 3. Well, I don't know. If they put it on the 3/4, that's fine too. The 3/4 and the 3/1 would be the most awkward for me in terms of using sold out. I'm hoping one of the counters goes on the mountain, I guess is what I'm hoping. Up to 2. You could choose none. Just saying. If you don't have any ideas, just pick none. Or let the rope choose for you. 1-800 hot beef, I'm just noticing, by the way. Okay, one of them goes there. Fine. Very brave attack. Whoa. Get in for 12? Okay. You don't have to ask me twice. I'm rather all in on this porcupine, but what's red-green going to do about a 6/6? That's one of the nice things about Magic is that, like, the way the color pie works. Oh, thank God, red mana. You can eliminate certain things from your opponent's range, like, because those colors just are very bad at doing that. It's not impossible that they could have something, but any other colors, a 6/6 they could just, like, kill or bounce or whatever, but red-green can't really do 6 damage, I don't think, very easily. And they can't kill it without damage. Alright. Porcupine absolutely soloed these guys. What am I doing? I was like, what is this prompt asking me? I'm going senile. You just have to hit next, bro. Just hit the bright orange button. Nothing bad ever happens when you hit the bright orange button in Arena. You don't accidentally skip through a phase you meant to use an instant in or whatever. It's a me, Macario. This is good. I mean, sold out is not doing anything right now, but... Have I been on the draw a lot this run? Am I imagining this? What does 17 lands have to say about that? I have a 1/1. I must discard a card. Very well. I choose sold out. Oh, it's a swamp. Oh well. Yes, I've been on the draw 4 games out of 5. Now 6. Now 5 out of 6. It's a 4-drop. How nice. We don't really have good attacks into this. I think it's right to play the Porcupine rather than War Balloon because, like, War Balloon first would mean that I could start getting in with flying damage sooner. But I think a counter on the Porcupine from the War Balloon is an important thing to think about. Let's see. I can get firebending if I use this pre-combat, but then I won't have anything to firebend on. I guess I could pump this to a 2/2. If I hit a land, I could make it a 3/2. And that makes Katara not good at blocking with it. Blocking it, I suppose. Does Waterbend 6 fully tap out for a counter and a card? Could be. Blue and black and red. Huh. Ooh. Now I would have something useful to airbend. Firebend. So I'm going to play this pre-combat. Pitching the balloon, I think? I don't know. The 2/5's not that good on this board, maybe. Plus, I don't have a 4th land yet. All right, show me what you got. And I think I will Azula Always Lies even if they don't make any relevant blocks. Just to get some counters on and spend the mana. Okay. So, for example, how would I do that? I could shrink their 1/1 counter on the cadets, I think is all right. This is the best block from them, I think, in a way. Because it kind of forces me to spend this for minimal value. But I mean, they're taking a lot of damage for it. If I were certain this is what they would do, of course I would have killed this pre-combat, but then they'd have other blocks available. So, shrink this, counter here. The 2/3 Fire Nation Cadets is a serious threat for 1 mana. Alright, even with just 3 lands, it threatens to get in for 4. They have to block with a real creature to kill it. And even then, it's a trade. Actually, at the moment, they'd have to block with 2 creatures. But they could play like a 3/2, and then that blocks the Cadets. They can waterbend my... during their turn only, though, right? No, anytime. Okay, so if I can kill this, they don't get my sold out anymore. I don't have a way to kill it at the moment, but I can attack a lot. I mean, I can't be passive here. I'm gonna lose. So... I could just attack everything and hope they don't block the 3/1 with the 4/4. But they well might. I mean, if they do that, they don't have great blocks on anything else. I could play this and this pre-combat, and then the Porcupine would be a 5/5, which they couldn't block that well. But I don't think that... Well, and that threatens their life total a lot? No. I think I want to have the option to pump this twice. No, but if I do that, then they have this... Then they would probably block here. Okay. I guess I'm just dumping my hand pre-combat and... not attacking with the 2/3. Kind of sad. But if they don't block this, they take 5. And then I have a 4-power flyer sitting around. So why is this card not showing up as playable by them? Just because they don't have the mana to cast it? Oh, it does say during your turn. I couldn't find that. I knew that phrase should be there, but I couldn't find it. So they, as long as I never animate the vehicle on their turn, this doesn't kill it. I mean, getting it for 5 damage, I'd say that attack worked out better than I had hoped. Better than just smashing with everything would have. They're literally bending my blood. Boy, this guy really makes my blood bend. What's the red for, I wonder? The Porcupine is down. And they have tapped Katara and 3 lands. Okay. Here's hoping they don't have a plan to deal with the 2-turn flying clock, although I bet they do. So I could crew up with the tapped creature and just smash with everything. I think that's got to be the play. They can get one decent block with Hama if they want, but they'll be taking a ton of damage. They have chosen not to get a decent block with Hama. I guess this is the most damage. So if they have nothing, I'm getting in for 5. I could pump this 3 times and kill them if they have nothing. Or I could pump this twice and this once, and then even if they have something, I'm reasonably far ahead. But I definitely don't kill them. Well, no. Am I reasonably far ahead? I don't want to go all in here. Maybe I'm not a red enough player in my heart, but a Dimir player with 3 mana up and 2 cards, you don't commit to them having nothing, I don't think. Yeah, they have something. Maybe I should have just said go to damage in case they have a trick that would need me to spend 1 more mana on the cadets with a counter. I don't know. Getting them to 2 seems pretty good. All right. You cannot bend my blood and get away with it. I mean, they didn't do anything that combat. Even though, like, Arena was holding priority for them. It's possible they were in full control. But I don't know. I guess they must have had nothing, and they could have just killed them the previous turn. Nothing relevant. I don't know what it could be that isn't relevant, though, that would be holding priority. Looks good. The tap land will have to wait. Oh, and on the play, by the way, you know, if you complain about being on the draw, you should notice when you're on the play. So I'm being a good boy here by doing that. Just another mountain, I guess. Not getting any lessons into the yard. What is this? What? Kicker. Has Kicker always had this symbol on it? I feel like I've looked at older Kicker cards, like the ones in Zendikar Rising, and they have something, but I didn't think it was this. This little symbol here. A 2/1. Okay, well. I guess just attack? Planning to play these, pitching my tap land? I could play this pre-combat. Maybe it would change my decisions, but I don't see how. Red-green, by the way. You don't have any mana. Don't pretend you can do something. No, I do have to play this first. Kicker 3, I can steal a creature and swing with a million. They play some big, you know, bear king or something, I don't know. Problem is, that wouldn't be close to killing them, so I hope it doesn't happen. But it would make them pretty unhappy, I bet. Maybe it wouldn't. The Bear King, I mean, it's gross. It's a 4-2 and a 2-2 for, I think, just 4 mana? Toph Earthbends 2. Yeah, Toph is a great card. What do you do about that? Well, I could steal their land and attack with it, I guess. Toph would be an 0-3. Everything would get in. This would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? It's a lot. No clear follow-up, though. Well, gotta live by the top of the deck, I guess. Alternatively, I could swing with just the 3-1, put a counter here. This comes with a clue. I guess that's probably good enough. Give me that. Oh, it's actually less damage because Toph can block the 2-4. Even though it doesn't kill it. But, I mean, I'm a red deck. I gotta push damage, and this was the only thing I could do this turn. And 7 damage is not nothing. I guess I could have just swung with the Fire Nation Cadets, threatening to make them 3 power. And this? That wouldn't be crazy. Ugh. That certainly is a card. God, these archers have been amazing. It's so big. What am I supposed to do, man? So you don't get to draw if your hand is empty. Ugh. Attack with an archer, I guess? Threatening to make it a 4-2 double strike. I could make these guys, what, 3-3 double strikes? That's not that good. And attacking with multiple of these is just too greedy, I think. This just looks like I want to trigger raid, right? So maybe they don't accurately assess that I have Embercleave. If they don't block, I'm still playing this, obviously. 8 damage would be nice. Double block? Double block would kill it. But I'd get 2 of your creatures. Yeah, how much damage could one little 3/1 do? You could just let it in. Tough, huh? I mean, they have like 3 mana. They could do something here. All right, got it. Nice. And, I mean, I think I just have to play this. I can't hang on to it till I find a land. I need all the tempo I can get here. So they could have blocked with the land and then cycle of renewal to sack the land if I had a trick like that. But then Toph would become a 0/3 anyway, I guess is the point. So they figured might as well lose Toph. But they have the Boulder, right? So they get more counters. They would have made... Toph could have gotten bigger. I don't know. It seems like a weird block, but who knows what they have in hand and what they were thinking about me. What I might do. Alright, I'm just going to lose this game. I've been behind. This is a real problem, though. Oh, they have another Toph. I see. That was the joke. You don't think you could have put it on, like, one of these? I guess the issue is these are already devastating to me. How much am I taking here? 4, 12. Well, okay. I don't think I can swing for 14, but I'm not winning if I do anything else. So, does Azula always lies pre-combat? It gives me more mana for these guys. I actually get to, yeah, I think I should do that. Even though it means I can't aim the damage as well, I get more net damage. So both modes, minus this, plus my smallest creature, which I don't even really know what that is. They can only block 2 creatures, right? So actually it should be... It doesn't really matter. Put it on this. Let's hope their attack was too aggressive. I don't know yet whether that's the case. It doesn't look like it, but... I don't know, I do have a lot of attackers. No, they're winning here. Two of these get in is 6. These make it 9, and I can firebend for 3 extra damage is 12. And and nothing else I could do matters. Close one. You know, did I miss 2 damage earlier? I don't really remember how the game went. It's possible. If I dealt 2 extra damage, would they be more cautious attacking? I don't think so. 12 feels pretty safe, doesn't it? Like, if I could have saved this till later, maybe, but clearly I couldn't. Well, I don't know. These guys could have attacked if I'd held that mana. But then I wouldn't have the clue. I couldn't have drawn whatever else I drew as early. The turn I played Twin Blades, maybe? I could have done something different. Attacked with more creatures, but I couldn't support more of them. And I don't think they would have done something silly like let the extra one get in for damage, so yeah, I'm not sure what I could have done there. Seems like nothing. Anyway, 4-3 is not bad though. So far, a mediocre but not embarrassing performance in this set. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.